All right, all right. How we doing? How we doing? How you doing today, Top?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Man, folks, I'm telling you, I've been waiting for her all day, man. I said, look, man, I got to get first served on, man. This is my battle buddy right here, man. This is my battle buddy right here. But hey, folks, tonight on my last edition of celebrating Veterans Day with a veteran friend of mine. This is my battle buddy right here, Kim Henry, aka Jamaica. And man, I'm excited to have you on to talk Veterans Talk, to talk about some of our duty stations, where we've been stationed there, just let's just have at it. It's like we're sitting around the old burn pit or something. So if you would just kind of introduce yourself, a little bit about your military career, years served, retirement status, all that. Go right in.
Okay, well, my name is Kim Henry. I'm known on
Okay.
the bike set as Jamaica.
All right. All
Um,
right.
I served 27 years, 8 months, 4 days, active duty.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
um,
Okay.
Went to basic training at Fort Dix, New Jersey. No, they don't do basic training there no more. I think it's shut down as a reserve post or something.
Right. 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 Right.
But came in the army 19 well, I went to basic training in 1989, but I was on the
Okay.
delayed entry, so I signed my
Okay.
contract in 1988. So yeah, so
Okay.
went
Okay.
to basic training November of 1989. Worst not I'm not gonna say the worst decision, but probably not a wise idea to go to basic training in the wintertime
Uh-huh.
in New Jersey. But I made it through.
Ooh, New
Yes,
Jersey.
yes. Fort Dix is in New Jersey, New Jersey. Yeah. So made it through basic training. Went to my first MOS training. I was an 88 Mike when I first came in the army.
Okay.
Um, did that for 2.5, 3 years. I went to Desert Storm as a transporter. And once I came back from Desert Storm, window opened up. I reclassed to a 74 Foxtrot, which is in the Signal Corps. They no longer have it. It's a 25 Bravo now. It was a
Okay.
74 Bravo, but now it's 25 Bravo now. So
You, you
I
know,
was a
you know,
programmer.
I had another cable dog on, but see, you a
I saw
programmer. That was
early.
back on
No,
that.
I saw him earlier. Yeah, I saw him.
Okay.
31 light. I saw him earlier. I said,
Okay.
but Signal
Okay.
Corps, we holding it in. We holding it in.
Earl J got on,
Yes,
man.
yes. So
Yeah.
yes, I was a programmer, and then they combined the MOSs, and then I became a 74 Bravo, and
Okay.
then they changed it to 25 Bravo. So yes, I'm an
Okay.
automator, networker, system administrator.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Outstanding.
that's
Outstanding.
what I did. Yeah.
So you choose
Mhm.
one of those MOSs that you could transition out of the military with.
Absolutely. Doing it
That's
right
what I'm
now.
talking
Doing
about.
it
That's
right
what
now.
I'm talking about, folks. Hey, when we tell you, if you got a son, daughter, anybody think about joining the military, make sure they get an MOS that they can use on the outside.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
Absolutely. Yes.
absolutely,
Yes.
man. That's
Yes.
outstanding. That's outstanding. So you're kind of like dual MOS. You 88 and a 31.
Yeah, and still got my CDL, do my eye exam. I keep that license,
Okay.
but I would
Okay.
probably never get behind the wheel of a truck again and drive
Yeah, man.
it.
Yeah.
Never do it.
I think I ended up getting that identifier because
Hmm.
I ended up getting the
Yeah.
88 mic because I was
Yeah.
did what I did, but it was good to have up there though on that
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
They needed
So
somebody to drive the big trucks. So
right.
that would be
So
me.
so you ended up going to OEF, OIF, right?
Yes, I is. Yeah, I
Oh,
got three
oh,
tours to Iraq. Yeah, one tour I went to Desert Storm, Desert Seal, and then three tours
okay,
to Iraq. Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
okay. Where were you at in Iraq?
Taji, Camp Taji.
In Taji. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was at Taji.
and I had some retrans out at Liberty. Yeah, and
Okay,
Marmaduke, and then I had a couple of my retrans. They were out with the Air Force and some of the outline posts. So
okay,
yeah.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now this was 90. This was 90, 90,
Mm-hmm.
91. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal, bad. And then once that was over, you came back, you stateside. Were you where did you deploy out of?
Out of NTC. I was at Fort Irwin. Mm-hmm.
Oh, out of Fort Worth.
I was at Fort
Whoa.
Irwin. Fort
Ooh.
Irwin. Yeah. The NTC. Yes. I was
NTC,
stationed
the,
there.
the Dust Bowl.
Yeah, I was stationed there. Somebody must have was mad with me. So that's where
Oh
I was
man. See, we
stationed.
won't like Earl J, man. Earl J was down in Florida at Key West,
Yeah,
man.
no.
Oh my
I was not
goodness.
that blessed. Yes, I was at Fort
Oh
Irwin
my
when there was
goodness.
nothing out there. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Hey, shout out to K Drifter for tuning in. Shout out to Sergeant Dawson for tuning in. Michael Lee, Sergeant Garner O'Neill, all of it. Thank y'all all for tuning in this afternoon. Hey, we're just highlighting a couple of veterans, sharing some old veteran stories together. Today is Veterans Day, and we want to celebrate it. I hope some of you had the opportunity to go out and get you a meal. I went out and got me a burger, and I met me a couple of veterans while I was out there. Real nice gentlemen. I sat down with them, heard their stories. Man, it really felt good to hear these gentlemen talk about their time. Now these guys was Vietnam, or these guys was back there. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good opportunity for me to sit down with them and enjoy. Thank you. Facebook is finally let me see who's commenting again. So they must have got that up and running. Tonight on my last episode, folks, are highlighting the veteran is retired First Sergeant Kim Henry, aka Jamaica on the bike set, and Hoka Hay finisher.
Woohoo! 1162.
Hey man, I gotta say that out to my, but I had to slip that in there. Yeah, but I ended up going to Red Robin's. And
Okay.
these two gentlemen right here, they was kind enough to give me a photo and actually
Oh
talking. There was
man.
another gentleman. I mean, he was in his 80s, high 80s.
Oh
And his
wow.
daughter brought him. It felt good. He had his
Ve-
his his,
His
his
Vietnam hat on.
no, not his Vietnam
Not,
hat, but American Legion. Is that his American
oh,
Legion hat?
American
Yeah,
Legion.
he had his American
Okay.
Legion hat
Yep.
on. So excuse me. So it was real good. And of course, I stuffed my face.
Absolutely.
I had to get that burger stuff in my face, man. But look, not enough about me, man. Enough about me and what I had going on. The whole thing was to bring you on this show, and that's
No.
what I want to talk about, Battle. This is when we see each other, man, we always call each other Battle.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. In the
man.
trenches.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yep.
sir. Mhm.
So where overseas tour you have? You have Germany, Korea, Japan, any of those?
4 tours to Korea.
4 tours. Where in Korea?
Okay. In 95, 96, I was in Daegu.
Okay.
2000, 2001, Youngsung. 2003 to '04, Youngsung.
Wait a
2011 to
minute.
2012, Youngsung.
Wait a minute, man. How can you be at HQ talking about you deploy?
Hey,
Listen, man.
hey, they
Young
owe me that.
son,
They owe
young
me that.
son. The
Hey,
Dragon Lodge every Friday
station,
night. The crews up there stepping.
station at NTC. Okay, station
Yeah,
at
yeah,
NTC.
yeah.
Okay,
I give you
they
that.
owe me
I
that.
give you.
They
They
owe
owed
me
it you
that much.
that. You,
They owe me
yeah,
that much.
man. If you ever been to Korea, man, if you ever been to South Korea, Young Son was the place you wanted to be. They had the
Absolutely.
Dragon Hill Lodge up there, man. They had Itaewon up there, the best shopping district. Man, on the backside, the colleges was back there, man.
There it is. Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, they owe me that part. They owe me that.
yeah, man. Korea
It
was a
was
good tour.
great.
It
Each
was a
tour
good
was a
tour.
great. 2 times I was with the joint staff.
Okay, okay.
In 2003, 2004, I was with the J6, and then in 2011, 2012, I was General. Oh gosh, well, I can't think of his name right now. Oh goodness, I can't think of my
Uh,
bosses. My old boss.
your
I
own
was
boss, man.
look.
Hey, look, go look at that award they signed. You know they
I
signed
know.
your award. That MSM
I
sitting on the wall back there behind it. All you gotta do is
but
get back there and look.
I was the comms NCIC for the general, the sync over there. I
Okay,
was his
okay.
comms NCIC. I had a team of 18, and we
Hmm.
supported 8th Army Commander, the sync, all the 1 stars, all the generals on post. So we
Okay,
traveled with them and did the comms on the airplane. And once they set up in whatever location they're traveling to, we made sure they had email, internet, and
right,
whatnot. Yes.
right,
So
right, right,
yeah.
right,
So that's what I
right,
did. Yeah.
right.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sergeant Dawson said she was at Camp Walker, Camp Henry, 95,
All
90,
right.
96 and
Okay.
soul.
Hey, wait a minute. We was down there the same time. Can't walk. I was in 169 signal down there. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, oh
Yeah.
man.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely. I was down there.
okay, okay.
Yep.
Shout out to
Yep.
Sergeant D.
Yep.
Tegu now,
Tegu
Daegu.
now, Daegu. Yep.
That's
That's what
it.
it
That's
was.
it. That's it.
Absolutely.
Oh
Yes.
man, I
Hey.
was out there for Young Tech, man.
Oh, hey, God bless you.
I know, right? Ooh. But man, the military did me good, man. It
Yes.
did me good.
Yes.
It was a vessel used to get me from where I was at. And everybody take their own walks in life. I look back at it now, I wouldn't change a thing. I
Not at
proudly
all.
served my country, man. The way that I got it was my grandmother had said, you know, why don't you go join the military? Because I was going to school and really wasn't, you know, didn't really have a focus. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, why don't you join the military and go make your mother proud?
Yeah.
And I did. And I just, the next day I went right to the recruit. I went to the Marine first. And when the Marines told
Woo!
me, they said, you don't choose your MOS, we choose your MOS for you. I said, all right, you have a good day. Because I know what I majored in school and I know what I want to do. And I walked down the hall and she see me, my recruiter, she see me walking down. She said, what's wrong? I said, hey, they said they don't, you can't pick your MOS. She said, what do you want to be? And I told her. And she said, look, give me a second. Came back, said, I got 2 slots. She said, when can you leave? Because I got slots ready to go. I said, when they ready? She said, you be leaving in 2 days. Man, I didn't blink an eye. Didn't blink an eye. I was gone. But oh man.
No,
Yeah.
well, I was raised in New York, so yeah,
Okay.
the environment just wasn't very good. So, I like look.
Are you a first generation service member?
No, actually, my grandfather served in the Coast Guards, and my father did a short stint in the military. I think he did like maybe a year or two. So, yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
I had other cousins on my grandmother's side that were, Marines and whatnot. So I said, no, I don't think I think all that hollering and screaming, I just don't think all that was going to be for me. So,
Right.
I just like, yeah, let me go ahead and try this army thing. So they
Okay.
gave me $10,000,
I'm
and
trying to
go
tell
drive
you,
some
man.
trucks.
I,
I got a nickel in my pocket. Let's go.
man, I was gone. I was gone. Wasn't looking back. I was
I
gone. Wasn't
think
even looking
I
back.
think it was like a week, and I'm like,
Right.
yeah, deuces, I'm gonna holler at y'all, and I didn't
Right.
look back.
Right. Right.
Look
Right.
back.
Oh man. So we because right by 90 is when we first came in, 89, 90.
Well, yeah, 88, 89. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
88,
Yep.
99.
Yep.
Then we hit,
89. Yep.
from California, we hit straight to the Gulf,
Yep.
OEF, OIF, come back.
And
We
then
got a
I reclassed. I took and went and reclassed at Fort Eisenhower now, formerly
okay,
Fort Gordon. Went down
man.
there, yeah, and
Mhm.
reclassed down there, and then left there, and then I went on to I was in DC. I worked at the Pentagon. Yep.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Shutting it down. I can't
No,
be
well,
talking to
you
these
know
people with
what?
these
No,
type of
no, look
assignments.
here.
Ain't no
No,
way.
no, look
Ain't
here.
no way.
Look here. So, they put me in for TS clearance. So I got the clearance. So
Okay. Okay.
I went on to
Okay.
DC and hung out there in DC for a little bit. Tried to extend in DC because I loved it up there so much. They were like, yeah,
Right.
no, that ain't gonna
Right.
happen.
Right.
So
Right.
they offered me another bonus. They offered me some money and said, hey, you going to Fort Bragg? So I like bet. I went
Okay.
down to Fort Bragg.
Okay.
Went down there. Y'all showed
Okay.
me that airborne freaking video. I
There
went
you
to
go.
jump school.
There
Uh,
you go. All
I
the
went
way.
down there and I went down there to jump school and had a good time at Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg was
Right.
amazing. So
Fort
went
Bragg.
down there, chilled there for a
Okay.
little bit, then went on to Korea, and then and then I came back here to Fort Hood, and they wouldn't let me up out of this place. So
Nah, Fort Hood lock you down,
well,
man. I've heard horror stories about
I
Fort
spent
Hood.
15 years here at Fort Hood because I just couldn't get out of here. I moved from unit to unit to unit to unit. I was a
Right.
PLDC instructor here. I went to Cuba from here, worked in the ConOps in the 3 Corps, went down there, deployed out a tactical system for them out there,
Okay.
put a
Okay.
network out there for the 89th MPs so that they could use to process the prisoners out there. So I spent some
Okay.
time out
Okay.
there, was
Okay.
here at Hood, left Hood, deployed, come back to Hood, went to Korea, came back to Hood, deployed again, Came
Back
back to
to
hood, you know.
hood.
So they caught me in here, and I
Hood
just couldn't get out of here.
you was part of that hood
Yeah,
mafia.
I couldn't get out of here. You know, they tried my last tour to Korea, they tried to send me to Fort Gordon, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, nah, I'm too close. At this time, I got like 22 years, 23. I'm like, nah, I'm not going down there. Because Fort Gordon is the signal mafia, you know, only
Yeah,
certain
yeah.
people get in there.
That's
And I'm
right.
like,
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm an
That's
E8
right.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm an E8. I don't want to go down there. I'm trying to retire. I'm trying to get somewhere and retire. So
Right, right.
hey, I had to pull my my deck of cards and get my boss to take and send an email, and they took me
Okay.
off assignment and sent me back to hood because he said, "What do you want to go back to?" I said, "For hood." So he sent the
Ooh,
email. I came back
ooh,
to hood, and
ooh.
I retired out of first cab, first team, living the legends. So I
Okay,
retired out of first
okay.
cab.
So you wore that big old patch that they say you
Sure
just
did.
4
Hey,
years.
I wore that patch and I got a 4-5D patch. So I'm steadfast and loyal, and I'm also first team living legend. So yeah, I
Okay,
got my
okay.
Spurs. I done did the
You
spur
got your
ride.
Spurs
I
too?
got a saber. Yeah, I got all that. The Stetson. I
Oh,
got
man.
all that crap.
Oh, man, folks, listen,
I got
man.
all that crap.
We got all that stuff, man. We look back on it now. We look back on it now. I see your Legends wall back
Hey,
there. I call it the Legends wall.
yeah, look.
Yeah, man.
No, but I enjoyed you know, even with good leaders, bad leaders, good soldiers, bad soldiers, they taught me a
Right,
whole lot of stuff, and
right,
I wouldn't I would do it the same way I did it. I stayed focused. One thing, no, I don't waver off of nothing. Hey, the regulation is the
right,
regulation, but
right.
guess what? I'm gonna punish you today. When I was the first son, I'm gonna punish you, but we're
Okay,
gonna punish you in house. And then guess
right.
what? Once you do your punishment, hey, you're
So
gonna
you
go off and you got
so
another
you took
chance.
so you took care of your soldiers to
I
the point where
absolutely,
you reprimanded them, but you didn't make it so severe
absolutely. I ain't
that
your
it was
partner.
career.
I
Yeah.
am not your partner. But I
Mm,
will. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna give you an opportunity to prove me that that you can be a good soldier. But if not,
right,
here's your
right,
paperwork, and we're gonna escort you out here, and we're gonna take this ID card, and you go on and have a good life. But
right,
you know,
right.
that's
Yep.
that's just what it is. But I'm gonna set you up for success, regardless if you're gonna get out the military tomorrow. What you gonna do with yourself once you get out? You know, you're
Right,
gonna go to school. If you're not going to school now, you're not gonna go to school once you get out. You know,
right, right.
you got to
Exactly.
weigh the pros and the cons for everything. And I understand retirement is just not for everybody. But if you do
Right.
your time and use it wisely, you can go off and be a productive citizen once you leave the military.
Yes,
Absolutely,
you can. Yes, you can.
absolutely.
Absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when did you retire?
I retired July 31st, 2016.
So 2016. Okay,
Yep.
okay, okay. So
Mm-hmm. I've been
you
retired 8 years now. 8 years.
8 years now. 8
Mm-hmm.
years now. You out. I think you're out of that recall window. I know
Hey,
Jen, I'm talking about that recall window. I'm
look,
saying now, like, are we out of
no,
that recall window? Say
absolutely
some of
not.
y'all, yeah, some of y'all out there just been out for maybe 4 years or something. You still in that recall window.
No, no,
So
hey, I'm 8 years. 8 years I've been
yeah,
retired.
man.
Yes, and I'm enjoying every bit of it.
That's good. That's good. Did you ride while you was in the military? Did you ride motorcycle
Oh
while you
yeah,
were in?
yeah,
You
yeah. Because
were.
because a
I mean,
Kawasaki
being
team
at Fort Hood.
Kawasaki. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Team Kawasaki. That's it. I
Okay,
still got
okay.
it
I
out
got
here.
okay.
Hey, still got
You a
it.
cow lady. You're a cow rider. You a cow rider.
Still got it.
Still got it,
Still
man.
got that
Still got it.
ZX10 out there and
Oh
bust
man.
everybody's head around here with it. They know me.
Ooh,
They know
ooh.
me.
What color is it?
Hey, black. She black.
Oh,
She
okay.
all black.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
had a
So
Jamaican flag that used to fly off the back, and they would see it go past them. I
hey,
had a
listen.
240 on it.
Oh Lord. She had a 240 stretch on it too. Lower
Hey,
down.
had it 10
With
inches.
probably
Hey,
with a
was
Brock
banging
exhaust
their
on it.
heads around here,
Probably with a
banging
Brock
their heads.
exhaust on it too,
Hey,
man.
hey,
I already
hey,
know.
they weren't ready for it.
Ooh. Hey, folks, we just two vets sitting around here telling stories about our
Yeah.
service time in the military. We both retired first sergeants, taking care of soldiers, leaders of soldiers. That's what we are, and that's what we brought to the table. That's what we bring to the table.
Hmm.
Professionals always, the backbone of the military, the NCO Corps.
Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody, my Army, my Navy, my Air Force, my Marines, my Space Forces out there, everybody that's tuning in. I just wanted to get Top on, just briefly share some of her stories with us tonight on my platform. She's you know, I look at her, man. She just finished the Hoka Hey. I look at her and appreciate for her time, her service. She's retired first sergeant. She came in like 89, 90 time frame, and she's been through the gauntlet. Now she has had some good assignments. I will say that. Young Son,
Yeah.
the Pentagon, they wouldn't let me up there. What's some other Pentagon ranges that you probably was up there in assignment?
No, look, I was trying to get in that Hoffman building, but I could never get in there. I could never get in there.
Hey, who know the Hoffman building? Anybody on this platform work at the Hoffman building? I need to talk to you.
Couldn't get in there, but I did put me at the Pentagon, so I was okay with it.
The Hoffman was definitely the mafia.
There it is.
You had to walk around with your hand in your shirt like this right here. And talk like this to get that assignment, man.
Hey, but look, that's how I got that assignment to brag before my reenlistment window. The little reenlistment NCO, she's giving me some job. So I walked I took the train over there to the Hoffman building to go see my branch manager. And I said, hey, Sarge, all I'm trying to do, I understand y'all not gonna let me stay here, but can you help me out? Can you give me something? He said, okay, I got this. He said, oh, by the way, it's a reenlistment bonus. I said, oh, yeah, go ahead, put me on it. That's the one I want.
There you go. See, man, I ain't never had that. I had some phone call made. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong. A phone call was made, and you know, some letters were signed.
Hey, I used it to my advantage while I was up there. But once I got up out of there, you know, it's hard to get them on the phone. But like I said, you know, I had some tough assignments, and they helped me out and gave me a good assignment here and there. So
now going through the ranks, what would probably you say was probably your best rank where you were still, because you know that E1 through E4, E5, that's that, you know, coming up, worker B, then you go into that NCO, you become the leader, and then you sit, you know, staff, senior, first sergeant. Which do you feel was probably the best rank for you? That you sit there and say, you know what, I really enjoy being in this position?
I think it was an E7 when I was a platoon sergeant. Well, I was a platoon sergeant as an E6, but when I was actually a platoon sergeant as an E7, yeah, it's kind of like the stepping stone into, you know, that's the first rank into the senior enlisted, and it's kind of like, I guess I was I was at OTC. I did go out there to the Operational Test Command, and I was an NCOIC out there, and I was a newly promoted E7. And I think that was a great stepping stone because it helped me knowledge-wise to kind of network with some of the senior officers and whatnot. Looking at new equipment coming into the Army, because that's what they do. They do the operational test for new equipment
in the Army. New equipment. Yeah,
right. But I just think it was just like a great balance because I got to see the soldiers out in the field, but I also got to do the paperwork side, the office side. I don't like sitting in the office, so I told my sergeant major out there, I said, "Look, I got to get back to the line because I cannot do this sitting in this office and going to meetings and doing this all day."
He's like, PowerPoint Ranger, man. They want to see a million slides.
But it prepped me from when I was an E8, because when I became a first sergeant, that's when I sat in the freaking office all the time doing freaking emails and NCOERs and awards and reviewing this. I'm like, oh gosh. But it prepped me. And I just said that E7 rank, I think I touched a lot of I was able to touch a lot of soldiers because I was in the office doing paperwork, but I was able to get out there. Hey, what y'all doing with this equipment? What is this equipment? What y'all doing? Why are you doing this? And so, you know, I wasn't that much far off because when I got into the first RNC, I'd be out there with my coveralls because they didn't know I was 88 Mike until they found out. Yeah, I know how to get up underneath these trucks and
there you go
and look for leaks. Because they were like, "What is she doing?" Man. I'm underneath here looking for leaks.
I'm looking for a class. I'm looking for a class 3, class 2. I'm looking for it.
And that was a good thing. And my soldiers, they enjoyed me because I'm all about having fun. I'm like, hey, we got to work. And like I tell them, you work hard, you play hard, but you got limits. You got left and right limits. So just play in between them limits and you'll be fine. Because I had guys that rode motorcycles, and you know, when we do our little motorcycle mentoring and go out and ride, they didn't know first sergeant was doing what First sergeant did. But we would go out in the back roads. We would go out in the back roads. And I'm like, okay, nobody's to tell nobody what we did out
Right,
here. And
right.
they be like, Top, when we doing another mentorship ride? I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
we're not doing it
man.
now. But
Ooh-wee.
no, but we would have a good time because
Uh-huh.
I think if you show that you're approachable, the soldiers will
Mhm.
come to you, and I think that
Right,
alleviates a lot of the problems. So
right,
I'm like, if you sit in the office and you banging your fists and y'all don't do this, no, I couldn't do that. I'm
right,
tough. Now they know they couldn't pull no wool over my eyes because they like
right,
you just like my mom. That's right, because I'm a mother, so I know
right.
everything you're doing. So
Yes, yes, yes.
that's what kind of helped me out because I was a E7. I was a first sergeant, and then I
Okay,
got another company once I made E8. So I
right.
worked in a S3 waiting for my company, and
Okay,
it was between me and another guy. And so me and my commander, me and him, we met each other, and he was like, I want her as my first sergeant because
okay.
he didn't really want the other guy. So
Right,
he was like,
right.
yeah, I want her. I don't even want to see
Okay,
her stuff. I
okay,
want her. So,
okay.
and we worked out well. And like I told him, how long you been in the army? And he says like 5-6 years. Okay, I've been in 17 years. So guess
Right.
what? If you trust me, I'm gonna lead. I'm gonna make sure he's a lieutenant colonel now. Yeah, he's a lieutenant.
Yeah,
One is a
yeah.
lieutenant colonel. One
You
is a
did
full
your job.
bird.
You did
Yeah,
your job.
the
Yeah,
other one is a
exactly.
full bird.
You
So
you 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 prevented them from making those mistakes that cost them the career
and
in the
there it
run.
is.
Like,
And if you
do
get
that
those good
inventory.
officers
Like,
like that,
do that inventory
there
now.
it is. No,
I'm
but
telling
and
you, don't
and
just
that's
sign papers. Do that
that's what I
inventory.
told him. And I told him, I said, sir, you don't make no decisions till me and you sit down and talk. We have to talk about it because I said, you looking at the paperwork, I'm looking at the manning. So we got to
There
make
you
sure we
go.
on the same sheet. So he's like,
Okay.
hey, Tom, where you at? I said, hey, I'm walking back to the office. I went to go get something to eat. He like, okay, hey, we got something we got to talk about. No problem. I'll be there.
There
So
you go.
once we got that agreement, hey, both all my commanders that I had, they were awesome,
Good.
awesome, awesome, awesome
Good
folks, and
deal.
I keep in touch with them now, because they
Nice.
they still in with the uniform, and they like, Top, you should have stayed in. You could have been my sergeant major. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I tried.
You know,
I tried.
we came during a military transition
Yes, we
where
did.
we
We
went
did.
away from the first thing that we went away from was shine boots.
Hey,
We went away from shine boots. Then we went away from press uniforms, and it was
yep,
just shake and bake or whatever they want to call it, shake
yep,
and watch. And it seemed to me like the standard was lowered so
yep,
much that the military changed. And
absolutely.
so with that, it got to the point where, as a leader, things you could not enforce certain rules and regulations the way that we were trained, that we were taught.
Hey,
And that
took the
just started
command. They
transition.
took the power from the company commander and the first sergeant, and it's
Yeah,
up at the battalion and the brigades now. So
right, right,
it was a totally different army as I was transitioning out, and I'm like,
right, right.
yeah, it's time for Top to go.
Yeah,
Top done
yeah,
did her
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And transitioning out from the camaraderie, being in the military, being on deployments, being overseas, because I say when you go to Korea, when you go to Italy, when you go to Germany, did you ever get Germany, by the way?
No, they never.
You never
I
got used to
tried.
it, huh?
I
You never
tried.
got
I could
used to it.
never could get over there. I could never get over there. I
Oh
tried. I
man.
tried.
Oh
They
man.
Korea. You're going to Korea.
You go to
Korea.
Korea. I was fortunate enough. I got the Kaisers, the K Town experience.
Oh man.
I got the K Town experience. I got the Youngson experience. I got the Humphreys experience, man. It was all that Usura as they call it.
Look,
But
no, I did not get to Europe. I went to Europe now as a contractor, and it's
okay.
beautiful over there. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I could only imagine if I was over there as a green suitor.
Yeah, man, it was good. It was good. And then over there, I tell a lot of people, you're on that side. You can travel to places, go to
Yes.
Italy, go to
Yes.
France, go to those places where you're over there. And I took advantage of that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
and some people are like, man, I just sit around here and don't do nothing. I say no, because you don't go get on the bus, you don't go out exploring. Get you a backpack and get what you need and get you some marks and go
And there it is.
Enjoy it, so just like it was in Korea, you could
Yep.
the transportation systems over there, you get the little $2-3 little ticket on the
Hey,
bus. Odyssey will have you look you be driving like this
look,
right here.
and
And the
look
bus
here.
old
I
sound, we go to old
drove.
sound like this. But then we drove though. When they let us
Look,
drive over there,
I
it was
was
different.
driving 3 tours while I was over there. Yeah, my last 3 tours, yeah, I had a car,
You
so
had
I
a
was
little
everywhere.
Sonata. You had a little Sonata. You
I
probably
was,
bought it right
hey,
there on the corner in Youngstown
five
from
hundred
Mr. Kim.
dollars.
From Mr. Kim, probably one of mine.
$500. Hey, and
Five
that car
hundred dollars,
lasted.
man.
I would go take it and get the little service on it. Hey, that
And
car
listen,
lasted.
and listen. If you didn't sell it to somebody else, you took it back to Mr. Kim and he bought it back from you. That's the truth,
Look,
man.
hey, I was all over the place, and I went to Chegino. I played golf out in Chegino.
Okay.
We would go up to the ski lodges because one of my warrant that I had on my comms team, his
Hmm.
wife was Korean, and so she knew how to maneuver it. So we did a team building up in we went skiing and snowboarding at one of
Okay.
the little ski lodges out there.
Right,
They had the
right.
casino. I'm like, where's all this stuff at? I had an awesome time and went to Japan I
Yep,
went to China from over
yep,
there. I went
yep.
so many places from Korea. I'm like, man.
So we're gonna get ready to wrap this up, but briefly, I want to just kind of talk about your
Hmm.
transition from the military, coming back into um, civilian world, as we would say, the
Yep.
civilian side of things. Uh, was your transition smooth? Was it a smooth transition? I know we all have PTSD. We don't need to talk about that. We
No.
all have different phone. Some of it
Yeah.
is hidden. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did
Right.
you take advantage of the services that was provided for you? Would you recommend certain services that soldiers that may be listening there? Because there are still soldiers that's riding on the MC set that's still serving, that's still in
Look,
the military. What advice
I
would you give them?
I would tell you like this. I took 9 months off. I was
Mhm.
gonna work again. I was
Uh-huh.
not gonna go back to work, but I decided after 9 months, I was tired of sitting at home. So I went and got a job. And
Mhm.
I went to UPS. So somebody said, hey, go up to UPS, go up there. It's a little something for you to do, get out the house. So I went up there and
Right.
worked that for a little bit. Okay, those young kids up there, they whine too much and they don't want to come to work on time. And they
Mhm.
only live 10, 15 minutes. Now I was driving an hour, 20 minutes one way to get to work. I
Right.
would get up at midnight so I could be to work at 2 o'clock on time because I'm a preload supervisor. So what we got to do, we got to clean out all the old packages off the truck,
Mhm.
rescan them and put them on the right truck, get the load plans. If there's too much on this truck, we got to pull it off and put it on this truck. Just a whole bunch of work. And,
Okay.
and the work wasn't the problem. It's just the attitude of the young people. And for me not to snap, I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to find me something else. Got an offer on a contractor position to get back on post. Guess what? I'm back on post and everything is good because I'm back with the soldiers now. So I'm
Okay.
back with
Okay.
other retirees, those that
Okay.
serve. So we know the lingo. We ain't
Okay.
sensitive. We can say what we want to
Right.
say around each other
Right.
and we're
Right.
good. But
Right.
soldiers getting out, take care of your medical. Do not be prideful and not go to the doctor. If you are hurting, go get it annotated because I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna help you out on the end. Okay. If
Right.
it's an eyelash come out, go get it annotated.
Right.
Toenail, the shoulder hurting, your ears ringing, anything, go get it annotated because they got
Right.
to have a record to show that you're having issues with it so that it can be service related or combat related. So
Mhm.
take advantage of this stuff. Don't, hey, first sergeants, once you take the diamond off and you're a mad sergeant, that's when it's your time. It's your time to take care of you because that's what I did. Once I came out the seat, I was in a staff position. So, no, I don't have no soldiers. So, yeah, I'm going to the doctor for everything. Any and
Right.
everything. I'm going to the doctor. Use it.
Right.
Those educational benefits. Use it. While you're
Right.
in, use that TA. Go to school. Go to school.
Right.
Else they're gonna take the stuff away. Go get
Yes.
that degree if that's what you want to do. I mean, and for you signal soldiers, while the signal corps is paying for them certs, get those certs. I got every cert that you can think of. I got it before I left
Yes.
because I
Yes.
knew that I was going to need it once I got out. Make
Right.
sure if you have a security clearance, make sure you get that
Update that
security
security
clearance
now. Update it.
updated.
Update it. Don't
Absolutely.
get
Get
out of
it
there
updated.
without it.
That's right. I have a TSSCI clearance with a poly. Okay.
Right.
right before I got out because I had needed it for my job and when I got selected. So it helped me contracting.
Right.
Yeah, and guess what? Fell right into a job. They went and put that social in there. Bam! I got a good clearance. So take advantage of those things. Job fairs. Go out there to the job fairs.
Right.
Use those resume writing services because they got all kind of free resume writing services. Use them. They're free to you. If you're a
Mhm.
retiree, you're a soldier for life. So guess what? Those ladies will go in there and put that stuff, put your information in their resume, or if you've written one, they'll help you tailor it to whatever job. You bring them the
That's right.
job announcement, they help you tailor it. So
That's right.
use the services. Those services are there for you. You earn them. You
That's
earn
right.
them. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Man, I have enjoyed this top battle buddy. Man, I just knew I had to get you on. What I've been doing today, folks. I woke up this morning about 4:30. And I seen Chief McCoy had posted something, sending a shout out to all the veterans, and it just sparked me. It just sparked me. I said, I need to get on my platform. I want to try to highlight a few of my veterans buddies to just kind of share their experience with you on my platform, celebrating this Veterans Day. To all the veterans out there, like I say, man, we truly appreciate you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for the commitment. Thank you for your honor, your dedication to it, because it's definitely something that people, not everybody would take that route. Some people don't understand it. Some people will cry pride, American pride, murmur, and not once have they understand what it feels like to be separated from your family for a year to 2 years in a foxhole downrange, the hidden PTSD that we all suffer from. Because I'm telling you right now, the moment that you join the military and that DI drill instructor stand in front of you and start yelling at you, that's traumatic stress right there.
Hey, threw my bags off the doggone bus. It was 2 o'clock in the morning.
I,
And threw it in a pile, and we had to go find out. Find your bags. Find your bags. I'm like, oh my god, what did I sign up for? But hey, I made
hey
it.
man, hey man, I'm telling you, whoo,
I
boy,
made it.
that
I
round
made.
brown will change you. That
And
round
look,
brown will
and
change you.
and I went to basic training when they could still put their hands on you. Okay, so just to let you know
Yeah,
that.
man. Yeah, we
In the
did.
late '80s, they was putting their hands
Yeah.
on you.
Oh, yes, they were. Trust me. My drill, so just find me, just Miller. Woo! Grab you by the collar, boy. You ain't moving fast enough. They grab you by the collar. Get over here. Shoot, before Mortal Kombat, but
Hey,
get over
absolutely,
here.
absolutely. But hey,
Uh,
I like I said, I wouldn't change a thing. I
I
said it was
wouldn't
the
change
best
a
thing for
thing.
me. Best
Yep,
thing
I
for me.
wouldn't change a thing, man. Folks, on my last veterans recognition celebration, I've been highlighting First Sergeant retired Kim Henry out of Texas. You should be in El Paso, right?
No, I'm in Killeen. I
Colleen,
stayed in
Colleen.
Killeen.
Okay,
Yes,
Colleen.
right, Killeen.
My
Yep.
bad, my bad. Colleen, and definitely want to thank her for her service. For all my veterans out there, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for your commitment, your dedication. Those that are still out there serving, past, present, and future, we all celebrate you. Top,
Absolutely.
I appreciate you bearing with me to get you on.
Hey,
Uh,
you have a good evening. I appreciate you having me on there.
you know it, Top. You take care.
All right
All
now. All
right,
right.
all
Have a
right.
good evening.
You too. Hey, folks, it's K Solo. I can't thank you enough for supporting me. For the ones that's tuning in, I'm looking at people that's on the live right now. Either you on Facebook, I on YouTube. I didn't want to just jump to YouTube and leave my Facebook folks out there. I want to use this platform to always be positive, always be uplifting, always be inspirational. And my motto is aspire to inspire. And if you do that, you'll definitely be legendary. It's not a matter of saying it; it's a matter of doing it. So on that note, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end for the night. I want to thank everybody who celebrated Veterans Day. For all my veterans out there, I appreciate you. Y'all take care. God bless. Good night.